everyone, this is Melanie, Root to Rise Wellness, and I am out here in nature. And it's an amazing time of year because it's spring and all the plants are starting to bloom and come to life, and I just love this time of year. So I wanted to share a few plants with you that are getting started this year. It's really nice to observe them in the same spot throughout the seasons to see how they grow and to get to notice them and get to know them throughout the seasons, to have that connection. So I was just walking by this plant and noticing it. If anybody has any guesses as to what it is, I'm noticing that it has serrated little leaflets, and all of these that are attached to the branch, all of these together are one leaf, and these are all little leaflets that are serrated. And it has these guys which look like thorns, but they're actually prickles. And I wonder what this is going to be. This is always a fun time because you don't yet see the flower, right? So you may not know, what it is without that flower to have that perfect ID, but you, by connecting and watching this plant throughout the seasons, can get to know it. And it is multiflora rose. We talked about this plant in plant group a couple months ago. I really love it because it's really high in vitamin C and antioxidants, great for the immune system, and it's great for sore throats. It's a great heart-loving plant. And I like to soak the flower petals in honey, which is really great it just tastes amazing, first of all, but it's also great for a sore throat. And rose has this quality of being cooling. So if you are somebody who is hot and fiery in character, it's great for cooling that nature. And in Ayurveda, we call that a pitta constitution. So this is a great plant for that. Great for if you have a fever, right? Because it's cooling, so you want the opposite action. So I do love using the flowers. It's also really astringent, so it's good for tightening, tonifying. I love using rose. I spray my face with rose water, and it's just great for tonifying and waking my face up in the morning. And rose hydrosol is also really awesome, the byproduct of making the essential oil. And I just did an eye rinse with that the other day, and I was just surprised at how my eyes felt so much cleaner. Like, it's great for cleansing your eyes, and that's used in Ayurveda as well. So yeah, thank you so much, Rose. I look forward to watching this plant throughout the seasons and watching it become the beautiful plant that it is. It is usually invasive in a lot of places, so it's a great one to use. It's a gift from nature since it's growing so much. And then right next to it we have this plant, which again, not in flower yet. And as you can see, these leaves are very different, right? They're called entire, which means that they're smooth around the edges. And they're also growing opposite of each other on this woody kind of branch here. And so this is it is Japanese honeysuckle, so Lonicera japonica, which is really cool that it's kind of intermingled with the rose because they're both cooling plants and both great for sore throats. I actually made a glycerin extract using rose and honeysuckle. I put them together for a sore throat. I used glycerin instead of honey for that one just because I react better, because glycerin isn't, if you have issues with blood sugar, it doesn't raise your blood sugar like honey would. And it's really awesome for blood cleansing. It's really awesome for decreasing blood pressure if you have issues with that. It's a cooling plant, like I said. It's antiviral, so it's great for if you have a virus. If I had flu-like symptoms, I would want to take both of these together, especially if I had a fever. So that's just great that they're growing together. This is also invasive Japanese japonica in this area where I am in North Carolina, and it's just great that they have similar actions and they're all like intermingled. Love that nature does that. And then the last one I just wanted to highlight, because I just noticed how I didn't have to even take a step and we noticed all these plants, and there's even more that are in this small area. So this is last year's Goldenrod Solidago SPP. SPP meaning species. And as you can see that the flowers that are dried from last year grow in kind of like pyramid structures, and they will be yellow when they come out. And here are the leaves, and you can use the flowers and the leaves. I recently learned from Seven Song, another herbalist, that actually he likes to use the leaves because the flowers go to pollen so quickly. But I just wanted to point out that this plant is misunderstood. A lot of people think that it causes allergies, but it doesn't. It's actually good for if you have allergies. The plant that they confuse it with is ragweed, which definitely causes some people to have issues with allergies. But that's for a whole nother discussion. I just wanted to just highlight this plant so you can get to notice it. It will be out later on in the summer and even into the beginning of in the fall, and you can harvest it. And I like to make sure there's enough of it before harvesting of it. Ask nature's permission, ask the plant's permission, and then I'll cut it with the leaves and the flowers and kind of leave it hanging upside down. You could do it in a brown paper bag so that doesn't, because it goes to pollen so quickly and it'll catch in the bag. But it is great for, it's one of the few herbs that is a tropho-restorative, so it's great for kidney restoration. It's great for your immune system. I've also done so many things with it because I could talk a whole hour, and I have in my plant group, just about this plant. So I'm going to try to make it brief. Basically, you can use it in a healing oil. It works similarly to arnica. So if you have a wound healing kind of issue, you can use that for it. But it's just everywhere, whereas arnica, only grows in certain areas, in the mountains, for example, versus goldenrod is just more plentiful. So that's great to know that you can use it for that. And it's, like I said, for allergies, great for immune boosting, great for if you have a fever, or if you have flu-like symptoms. It's really good for your immune system. So much to do with it. You can make a tea. You can make a tea with the rose too. Teas are great. Easy way to get medicine. Tincture, tea, oil. I've done it in a vinegar and made like this really amazing salad dressing out of it. So much, and I feel like I could keep going on and on, but it's Saturday and you guys need to get outside too, so I'm gonna stop. If you would like to join me for my plant group, we go in depth about one plant every month, and you get a kit that goes with that plant, which is awesome, gets mailed to your door. You get to connect on a private Facebook group with other people that are into plants. And next month we are featuring calendula, and everyone's gonna get a kit to make their own healing oil. We also do some games to make it fun. And I am doing a plant walk live in person in Saxapaha in North Carolina, and that's Sunday, 10 a.m. In Saxapaha on March 21st. And if you're interested in any of those, contact me at info@roottarisedwellness.org or visit me, and the link is in the bio. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Plant lover in me honors the plant lover in you. Namaste, everybody.